Hey team, it's the voice of Jez and Isabel, the model from Human Health Professionals and Human Health Performance. What we've got Isabel here to show you today is some adductor stretching, and in particular the first one, the frog stretch, is so beneficial for opening you up through your hips. And if you're going to be squatting, if you're going to be doing lower body movements that really rely on a lot of hip mobility, this is one of the best stretches to prep you for a session. Now, Isabel's got incredible mobility in her hips, so for someone like her, it's probably not necessary, but for someone that's sitting for extended periods, especially males also, because we get quite tight in the hips, this can be such a great exercise. So Isabel's going to talk you through how you get into position with this, but really the visual will give you enough to see how it is. We'll also show you from a front-facing view, which we are now, and we'll show you from a side-facing view as well. Okay, Isabel, take it away.
So what we're going to do is we're going to start on our knees, lean forward and just rest on our palms. We're going to move our legs as far as comfortable and then lean back into our heels, or as far as you can go. You can also come onto your forearms.
So as you can see now, why this is an adductor stretch is because her knees have moved apart from each other, which is adduction, A-D-D-duction. So this, as you can see, really opens up through those inner thighs. Now this is the side view. So this is kind of a variation of the splits, but we're not going all the way into the splits right now in this position. But as you can see, you can either go from kind of a high plank position where the elbows are locked, or you can drop down to the knees. If you're super mobile, you might be able to lay your chest on the floor. That's how we do a frog stretch. Now the other way we can do this is we can actually sit with our legs out in a V position and then reach forward. And you can either have a prop like a pillow. If you're quite flexible, you may be able to lay on the pillow, or we can just reach out in front and either touch our ankles like Isabel is now, and then she's pretty close to resting. Now, this is a stretch that you can hold for quite some time. The other variation of this is actually doing this where you've got a wall. Now, we don't have a wall to show you right now, but pretty much what you would do is bring your buttocks right up to a wall. Your legs would go up against the wall into a V position. Isabel, you can show the V position with your arms if you like, or you can show it using the TV cabinet to a certain extent. This is another way to do it in a very comfortable and relaxing way to do it. So pretend that there we've got a full wall there. And that's what we do. Then we lock the knees out and squeeze the quads, trying to relax in the back and the abs, and just let gravity take its toll on those feet and dragging those feet slowly closer towards the ground to really open up through those hips, through those adductors. And that's how we can also do it using a wall. Now there is one other variation that we can do. There is quite a few variations. It looks like Isabel's showing you one now. Now this will also target your hamstring. The other way you can do it is just bringing your soles of your feet together. So pretty much the soles of your feet together are touching. Now as you can see, Isabel's very mobile through the hips. Knees are dropping out. And then you can just push down gently, slowly increasing pressure and leaning forward if you want to. And trying to get those knees closer to the ground. Now there is a variation where we stand. We're not going to show it at this stage, but pretty much what you're doing is coming into a sumo stance, and then you're dropping weight onto one knee. So you're dropping weight all the way across to one knee. It's kind of like a Cossack squat. The other leg is straight, extended straight out. And that is a standing variation on how you do it. And here you go. Here's another variation as well of how to more dynamically stretch your adductors or prep your adductors for a training session, or just get them moving to attack your day. If you want any, if you've got any questions or you want any advice on how to do some standing adductor stretches, or even adductor stretches maybe at your desk, just drop me a message and I'll show you. Thank you very much, Isabel. Very well performed and great mobility through your adductors and hips.